Hello, hello. So today we want to talk about, as you can see, 2026 Houston relocation, and homebuyer guide. Welcome. If you are thinking, about moving to Houston, or you are already here and trying to figure out how to actually buy a home in this market, you're in the exactly right place. I put this guide together, especially for 2026 because a lot has changed. The neighborhoods people are choosing, the way the monthly costs actually break down, the mistakes I'm seeing buyers make over and over again. All of it, it's in here, basically. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the Houston area, and my job isn't just to help you find a house. It's to help you actually make a smart financial decision, one you're still happy about 5 years, from now. So whether you're located from California, New York, Chicago, or just from, across town, stick with me. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly where to look, what things actually cost, and how to avoid, the trap that catch most first-time Houston buyers off guard. Let's get into it. Let's go to slide two. Well, we was already in slide two, I believe. So first, why Houston and why now in 2026? Because here, the things most people don't fully appreciate until they have done the math. Houston is one of the strongest relocation markets in the entire county, in the entire country right now. And it's not by accident. Look at this slide. Let's talk about these four pillars because they are not just marketing talk. They are the real reason people are packing up and moving here. Job growth, energy, healthcare, aerospace, technology. Houston's employment base is genuinely diverse. This isn't a one industry town anymore. The Texas Medical Center alone in the largest medical complex in the world. You have got NASA, you have got major energy companies, the jobs, here. Affordability, the second one. I want you to think about what $400,000 buy you in Los Angeles or New York right now. Now think about what that same 400,000 gets you in Katy or the Woodland. You're talking 2,500, 3,000 square feet. A real backyard, a three-car garage. The difference is genuinely big. Let's talk about this no state income tax. This one is huge, and I want you to feel it, not just hear it. If you're coming from California, you have been paying up to 13.3% in state income tax. I'm the number guy. So that money, you keep it now. For a lot of relocators, that's like giving yourself a raise on day one. And housing options. Whether you want a high-rise condo in Midtown, a character bungalow in the Heights, or a brand new home in a master plan community. Houston has it at a price point that actually makes sense. So that's why. Now let's talk about who is actually making the move. Let's go to the next slide if you're ready. All right. So who's actually making this move? Because I think the data here is really telling. And if you are one of those people, you are going to recognize yourself pretty quickly. The strongest relocation interest coming into Houston in 2026 is from California, New York, Chicago, and significant wave of international buyers. And the reason are almost always the same: lower cost of living, more home for the dollars, and better longer value. And especially for families, just a better quality of life overall. More space, less commute stress, a neighborhood where the kids can actually play outside. Look at the search course on this screen. Now, here is what I found fascinating, and I pay close attention to this because it tells me exactly what buyers are worried about before they ever pick up the phone. Look at the search term people are typing in. Best suburbs in Houston for families. Houston property tax rate by county. Living in Houston, Texas, pros and cons. The last one, pros and cons. Tells me people are doing their homework. They are not just excited, they are being careful, and that's a smart. What I want to do in this video is answer those questions before you have to Google them, because the best decision in real estate aren't made in a rush. They are made by people who took the time to understand what they were getting into. So let's keep going. So if you're ready, let's go to the slide 4. So I was saying I'm a number guy. So this is kind of my slide. Okay, let's get into some real numbers because this is where Houston starts to feel almost unfair compared to other major metros. Look at that 320K number. Median home price in Houston right now is around 320,000. Now compare that to Los Angeles, where the median is pushing 800,000 or higher, or San Francisco, where you would need well over $1 million just to get into the market. Houston gives you a comparable city, comparable job market, comparable lifestyle at a fraction of the cost. Look at the 0% tax. Zero state income tax, we already talked about this, but I want you to see it as a number on a slide because it's real. If you are making 150,000 a year and you are moving from California, you could be taking home an extra 15 to 20,000 annually. Think about what that does to your ability to save for a down payment or pay down your mortgage faster. Look at to that 2.2 number. Now I want to be honest with you here because this is something a lot of buyers don't find out until it's too late. Property tax in Texas are real, around 2.2% on average. That might sound as small as a percentage, but on a 400,000 home, we are talking about 8 to 9,000 a year in property taxes. I'll break this down even more in a few slides. So this one actually we might, I don't want it to make it too long, so we might break it down to part 2 video. So if you enjoy this, make sure you subscribe, stay tuned. We're gonna go over all that in the next video with you again. I'm Madi Mike Zer. I'm a realtor in Houston market area, and I would love to show you the difference between Houston and other cities and how I can make your move easier. Thank you. Stay tuned.